Hi, welcome back to the workshop for episode 12 of the Rickenbacker 620 12-string build. And in this episode we're going to continue with the fretboard by getting it planed down to thickness and getting those fret slots cut in. And the first step on getting this fretboard something like ready is to actually thin it down a little bit, because at present we're a little bit over 10 millimeters and that's relatively consistent. But if we look on the plan, we want about 6 millimeters. So we've got to take quite a substantial chunk of that off. Now there's a few ways you could do it. You could plane it, you could get it down that way, but that would take an awful lot of work. What I propose to do is just set the bandsaw up and thin it down that way. Now I've got a nice new sharp blade in the bandsaw, so we should be able to do this quite accurately. I will do it to about 7.5 mil, so we have got a little bit of material to play with, and hopefully any inaccuracies in the resawing process won't have too much of an effect. Okay, so I've run that through the bandsaw. It's still a little bit over, so we're about 8.5, 8.7. So we still need to shave a little bit off there, but it's a lot less than it was. So I'm just going to get a number 4 plane on and start thinning that down a bit. Well, that's clearly not sharp enough, so let's get this broken down and give it a quick tune up. Okay, so that's that mounted onto its slotting template. I've counted the number of frets that I want to cut in this board, and then I've just covered over the rest of those little indents with a bit of masking tape, just so I don't cut too many slots into it. So really is nothing more for it, just to get it into the slotting jig. And start cutting these slots in. This rosewood really is very, very hard. So this is going to take a little while. Okay, so there's all the slots put in. They all look really nice and parallel to each other. Once you do a few of these, you can kind of really see that they have gone in properly. You just get your eye into that degree. So next up for this is to actually get it off this template, get it stuck down to the bench with some super glue and masking tape, and start to put the radius in. I'm going to go for 12-inch radius on this board, even though the drawing says a 10. I just personally prefer 12. And you could argue that the tighter radius, especially at the nut end, would help with chord playing. But I'm an old man and I'm stuck in my ways, so that's what we're going with. But all of that is going to be for the next episode. I'm going to leave this one here. So as always, don't forget to like if you've enjoyed this, subscribe if you haven't already done so. You can also check out the Fire Chick build, which is back underway if you haven't seen that already. And I'll look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.